Let's see, is this working? Testing this out. We got my YouTube on. I see things queuing up. And it looks like we're recording, I think. Is it working? Yeah, it says live. Okay, cool. Just wanted to check because I'm learning this. All right, so you guys can see that I have what some would call a ridiculous amount of pumpkins. And it is a ridiculous amount of pumpkins, but it didn't start that way. It started with, I got this game on November 13th. I got an injury, baling wire in my eyeball, and had gone to several doctor's appointments, had 2 surgeries, and was talking to a good friend of mine, Greg, about the fact that I was bored and I had all this time on my hands. And he was like, well, listen, I'm ashamed to say it, but I have this video game that I'm playing that's taking up so much of my time, and honestly, I think you would enjoy it. And so we started talking about the game, and he came over to my island once I got it set up and brought me over some stuff. And he brought me, I think, like, a bunch of pumpkins. And it wasn't this many, but he kind of told me how the pumpkins work. He said you plant them close together and you water them daily. And you can see right now in my game that it's snowing. Can you guys see the snow that's kind of contrasting against all the dark stuff? Okay, so he said snow counts as rain. Rain counts as rain, obviously. But when you water them every day, then every 2 days you get 3 pumpkins per pumpkin sprout. Now, some people can buy pumpkins from Leaf. Whenever Leaf comes to your island, they'll be in the plaza, and it's this weird looking thing with face paint on. And I'm going to go ahead and start picking. Okay, so, or let's count first. And I'll talk while I'm doing this. So how many pumpkins do I have? That's the question. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18, I'm going to write that down. Piece of paper here. Times, how many rows do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Okay, 39. And what is the math on 18 times 39? Get my calculator here. 18 times 39 equals 702. Okay, so 702. Now I have some down here in front of my stairs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 3 is 18. 18, 19, 20, 21. So plus 21 equals 723. So, now, let me go back to talking about pumpkins. And I'm going to start picking these up now because, why not? I'll tell you what I'll do is on my phone, I'll enter my stopwatch and I'll time myself. And I always like to start from one side and try to grab all of the same color just to make it easier, because when you fill up your slots, let me show you guys in my slots, I've got nothing in there, and I got no money right now because I put everything, either dropped it on the ground or I put it in the Plaza Bank. So on here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start my timer on my stopwatch, and I'm going to start picking these up because I've had a lot of people, kind of griping, saying, oh, this is going to take forever, and blah, blah, blah. It does take a long time, but I'm not sure how long it takes, to be honest. I have joked around that it takes 30 minutes or so. I don't know, but hopefully it won't be that long. But I'm going to start my timer now. Oop, my thumb hit it twice. And I'm going to start picking up some stuff, okay? So let's just start picking up stuff and I'll talk. So anyway, playing this game. Thank you, Greg Steele, for getting me started playing Animal Crossing. If you guys want to hear Greg talk to me about this, we have a podcast that I do called Stuff I Heard that he's been a guest on many times, and we've talked about his obsession with this game and the fact that he's gotten me into it. He also has his own podcast called 5 in 40, where he talks about 5 subjects within roughly 40 minutes. And it's pretty good. It's actually better than my podcast, but he doesn't have as many people following him yet. He he's a nurse practitioner and works in the Albany, Georgia area, and is very busy with COVID. Obviously, is a big thing. He works in specializing in infectious disease. So, I mean, he's kind of, super busy saving people's lives and stuff like that, not necessarily playing a game. But he played it enough to get me really started better off than most people. He helped me out by bringing me some bells and bringing me a bunch of DIYs, and he lets me come over to his island once in a while and like, oh, by the way, I've got these fossils you may not have, or these DIYs you may not have, and see if you can learn them, or see if you can take them, and if you can, go ahead. And, he had every fruit of every kind, which helped me out, because then I went around my island and planted them everywhere. So anytime I'm able to give back to people, I try to. Not just because of that, but because that's kind of in my nature to do so. But it's very, in today's, political climate of what's going on in the world, and the fact that with COVID I can't exactly go visit my friends and my family like I would like, it does give me some semblance of normality to where I can, be helpful. I like to be helpful. To me, it makes me feel better to be helpful. I get joy from it. So maybe this video is me doing YouTube videos and helping you guys out with stuff like this. It's sort of helping me get joyful. Does that make any sense? I hope this live stream is coming across like it's supposed to. I'm still learning how to use OBS software. Man, I'm picking a lot of pumpkins. Are my pocket's full yet? He's not stopping. He'll stop whenever he says, I just can't pick any more. Rather than pick this, do you want to drop something or something like that? We'll see here soon, because I'm picking up all these orange ones, and he's going to get full here pretty soon, getting towards the end. I planted them in a weird pattern here so that I know how to water them. I have a golden watering can, and I'll talk more about that because I got time. But that way I know where to stand in my pattern I like to follow. And it is a little bit obsessive. You don't have to do pumpkins the way I've done them. I will admit that it's a little crazy. Just a little crazy. Not a lot crazy, but like a little crazy. I'm getting near the end of this orange part. I have more. Let's see. How many do I have? Ooh, that looks like it's full. Let's see if I can pick up one more. I got one right here. Nope. It says, I won't have any room for this. I'll just leave it the way it is. Okay, so let's go to Tommy and Timmy and let's sell our inventory. And I'll run over there because I don't want to take forever. I'm up to 3 minutes and 45 seconds. So it takes that long to pick up the pumpkins for a full load, I guess you'd say. Sell. This is the hard part. It takes a while to talk to these little raccoons. And then selecting these things. Sometimes I think I selected all of them, and then I get done talking to them, and the money don't look right, and I go, oh crap, I missed one. So I have to go back and reselect it. You just got to be careful. All right, it looks like I've selected all of them. Okay. It should be close to 139, 140, 139, 650. Okay, cool. Sold. That should be all of them. So you can only hold 99,000 bells in your pockets. Everything else they put extra. There we go. That looks good. All right, that took me 4 minutes and 36 seconds total. And that's with talking to you guys and fumbling through my controls all in the like. So that's one load. I'm gonna do the whole patch, the whole 700 and what I say, 723. Come on, drop. I'm gonna drop them all, and then when I get done, you guys can see what's there. So if you wanna, like, you know, if you're the kind of person that just wants to fast forward to the end, feel free to do so. Rather than start with the orange, I'm going to start with the green because I know I have some extra green over here. Let's just fill up on green now. Okay, so if you want to fast forward to the end and see how much I have, I totally get it. This is boring. If I had, if I wasn't live streaming this software through YouTube, this is the part where I would normally fast forward to the end and go, well, how much did you get? Because, I mean, let's face it, the pumpkins aren't going anywhere. They're just here. I do try to pick them on a regular basis whenever they're ready. I did give a bunch of them away. I have nephews now that are playing. Shout out to Gabe and Luke. They're twin brothers of my sister, my sister's kids. They started playing around Christmas time. Luke says that he's familiar with the game because of some version of this game that he played before that he really liked. I don't know. This is the first time I've played anything like this, so I'm not familiar with what that is. He called it by name, and I've heard other people say it, but if you've played it before, you know what I'm talking about. You're like, oh yeah, I used to play that too. So anyway, picking out these pumpkins. Whenever you drop them on the ground, just like when they're in your pockets, they'll be in stacks of 10. So I, at times, have used that large area in between my airport and the plaza and my house and Timmy and Tommy's Nook's Cranny to just lay out thousands and thousands of pumpkins because I wanted to give them away. I wanted to help other people. I made a video, put it on Facebook on an Animal Crossing page saying that, hey, people thought I was crazy when I planted all these pumpkins and I'm making all this money from selling pumpkins. Now, granted, even saying that, I realized it's not real money. It's fake money. It's in a game. It's whatever. If you're wanting to make some bells in the game, this is the way to do it. It doesn't take forever. I mean, some people are like, I can't devote that much time. I get it. Listen, if you want to make money fast, the fastest way is by putting on a wetsuit and diving in the water to get bells. I mean, because the fish sell for a lot. And at different times of the day, there's different times of fish available. Now, I've heard a lot of people say, oh, I can't catch the fast ones. Well, you got to kind of trap them against the corners of the net. If you can lead them towards the corners, they'll sometimes jump right into your arms at that point. But it is a skill. It's something you got to learn. But it's actually faster than pumpkins. Now, here's the thing. If you're serious about wanting to make some bells in this game, you can plant bells and just have that going on while you're diving. I mean, you don't have to tend to the pumpkins. You don't have to do anything. See, like right now it's raining. That counts as watering. So I didn't necessarily have to water them today, although I already had because I didn't know if it would rain or not. And I have stuff planned for later on. So it's something, for me, it's very zen to go out here and just water my garden. I told my wife, because she's kind of picking at me for playing this game. She's like, you're so silly over this game. Oh, pockets are full. Yeah, it looks like a full pockets. All right, so she's picking at me about this game. She's like, she's like, man, you spend a lot of time with your pumpkins there. And I'm like, yeah, if this was real money, I'd be a pumpkin billionaire by now. Because, good Lord, I'm a pumpkin farming crazy person. Hey, Timmy and Tommy. Honestly, picking up the pumpkins is not that bad. It's talking to these raccoons that make me a little bit crazy because it's not as user-friendly as I would like it to be. But they're adorable at the same time, even though they're a little annoying and they follow you around the store and you have to push them out of the way sometimes. It is kind of adorable. All right, sold. Sold, baby. All right. We got more bells to drop. I'm going to drop them right where I dropped the other ones. And I'm going to keep doing this until we get them all, okay? Because I want to show you guys what kind of little income you could have in the game that's just going on while you're playing other stuff, while you're chasing bugs and deep sea diving and all that other crap. Okay. I kind of want to finish these greens up. Let's finish the greens up because they're getting there. Now, doing this way means that, the last two times you've seen me go to Timmy and Tommy, and it's totaled exactly 39,650 or whatever it was, something like that. 750. Anyway, picking pumpkins like this, I may have a stack that's not exactly 10 or 9. I may have a stack that's less, so the dollar amount's not exactly going to be the exact same every time, unless you do the math and somehow arrange it to where you exactly pick 40 slots of, whatever perfectly every time. And if you can do that, good for you. That's awesome. I'm not that OCD yet. Not to say that I don't have that tendency to want to figure out the math, but I haven't gotten that far yet. So, coming along here, picking some pumpkins. I'm a pumpkin farmer. I've been giving these pumpkins away, like I said, and dropping them in stacks of 10. I've kind of made a big mess of my area, and then inviting people over. I'd say, hey, does anybody want some pumpkins? I'll send you a dodo code. You can come over and get them. And it's weird because you want to help people, but at the same time, as soon as people come over, they tend to shake all your trees and take all your fruit and, you know, either pick flowers or run through your flowers. And you're like, hey, can you not do that? Like, I brought you over here for this. And I get the fascination and the curiosity of, you know, when you get started, you've never seen anybody else's island. So sometimes it's nice to walk around and get some inspiration. But at the same time, you got to be sort of, you know, I guess you'd call it neighborly, and just not pick everything or not run through everything or pick everything and take stuff that may be laying there. Don't shake their money trees. Leave their money trees alone. Sometimes people are growing things for a reason, and if you want to look around, it's great. If you know, fishing a lot of times is okay, but like in an event where someone's giving stuff away, maybe don't fish. Maybe that's a different event. Maybe you fish whenever someone's like your buddy and they say, hey, come over, you can fish and do whatever, and you know, then you can spend some time. If it's a giveaway, then you kind of need to get in and get out. That way other people, it's just being friendly and letting other people have the opportunity to get in and get out and get what they need. Because sometimes the person who's hosting is on a time schedule of, you know, work or family commitments, or, you know, let's just say it's dinner time coming up and they're like, yeah, I gave people like 3 hours, but I got some people that won't leave and I can't have so many people on the island at one time. And, you know, you get somebody that leaves quietly. If you don't know what that means, it's when you're visiting an island and you, let's say you want to get out of there real quick. If you press your minus key, you're going to do what's called leave quietly. And doing so, you're going to lose any progress that you did during that transaction. I did that one time by accident when I was selling turnips selling turnips at someone's island. I didn't realize I'd done it. I went to Timmy and Tommy. I don't think I actually did it. I think somebody else did it, but it affected me in the process. But I was selling turnips at someone's island, and I had already gone back to talk to the dodo at the airport and say I want to fly home, and he had said Roger, and the next thing I know, I was back at my island, and I was like, wait, I didn't actually get in a plane. Okay, so I'm full there. Let's go sell again. So anyway, when I got back to my island, I hadn't sold anything. I had full pockets of turnips, and I was like, well, what the heck? So that was a little weird, but I have definitely paid attention to hitting that minus button and don't want to do that again. That happened the other day. I had Celeste on my island, and I trapped her in a spot on the beach. And I said, you know, hey, Celeste's on my island. If people want to come and talk to her, Celeste gives you the star DIY type stuff. And I'm looking for the one that, I really want the one that does the UFO, the three-dimensional UFO that when you get near it, it looks like he's beaming up into the little saucer. That looks so cute. There's a guy I watch on YouTube called Abdullah Smash. I think that's how you pronounce it. He's very helpful. He goes way into depth about everything, including, you name it, every seasonal option that's out there, everything that has to do with the art and what did I just do? No. Put that away. I want to drop the bags of 99. Sorry. I got distracted there and hit the wrong button. Okay, I'm still dropping bags of 99, and we're still collecting pumpkins. So anyway, Abdullah Smash has been great for me to learn a lot of things. in this game. The art dealer, he did a video where he had every piece of real and fake art, and he went down the line and kind of pointed out, okay, if you notice this one, and he had like zoom in shots, and I ended up using my phone and taking photographs of it, and that's now my guide whenever the little Johnny Red, the art dealer, comes to my town. I look at those photos now and I'm like, oh look, there's that painting, and it's not real, and thanks Abdullah for doing that video. That's really helpful. I would like to be at that point to make that kind of video, but honestly, I've just used his photos, so it would be me showing photos of him, and I don't want to do that because he did the work, he did all the effort. I just want to give him a shout out because he's very helpful with this game, and his OBS or whatever studio he uses to do his videos is really helpful, because on his you can see him on the bottom left corner of the screen talking while he's playing, and I don't know how to do that. I'd love to learn how to do that. I wish somebody could teach me how to use OBS properly, because I literally have figured all this out just by pressing buttons and going, well, what does this do? Well, that didn't work. Well, what does this do? Well, that didn't work. Me doing this live stream right now is literally a combination of me just going, well, I got to figure this out. I want to be able to show people what it takes to do whatever the thing is. Picking pumpkins, selling pumpkins, growing pumpkins, deep sea diving for bells, whatever. I just did a video before this video about Flick is on my island, and I had saved a bunch of wasps, and I sold him a full 40 slot of wasps for 150,000 bells. Because out of curiosity, I was like, all right, what's the difference between selling wasps to him and selling to Timmy and Tommy? So I did like a comparison video there. Well, that's great, and maybe that'll help somebody. I don't know. Maybe you'll decide, I don't want to do that. That takes too much time or takes too much space on my island. I don't want to store these bugs, and that's fine. I'm doing the commission on the wasp today. Didn't cost me anything. It just Flick needs 3 of whatever you're going to donate to make the whatever art installation that he's going to make. So, boy, I'm a pumpkin picking mofo. I'm already looking at my time, and my YouTube video here is up around 22 minutes. I know that not all 22 minutes of this has been picking pumpkins, because I talked and did some other stuff before that. And my timer on my phone is off because I'm not touching it, and the screen is like one of those automatic screens, so it's not showing me an update. So maybe my assumption was right. I mean, I told somebody that I thought it was about 30 minutes. This looks like I'm getting close to 30 minutes. I got full pockets of yellow. Okay, let's go sell them. Find those dirty raccoons. Come on, guys. I have some pumpkins for you. I wonder where they store all this stuff. Like, if this was a real Nook's Cranny, they probably had pumpkins stacked everywhere. But like, dude, no more pumpkins. Stop it. You're flooding the market. Sell my pumpkins. Gotta get you all my 4,000 pumpkins. Actually, not exactly 4,000, because that last slot has 9. So 3,999 pumpkins for Timmy and Tommy. They're going to eat pumpkin pie. They're going to have pumpkin souffle. I think I missed one. Ah, crap. Gotta sell them that. Yeah, I missed one. Sold. I missed 3. God. Jeez, I get in a hurry. Trying to do it. I wish there was a button that just said sell all. You know what I mean? Like if you could just click the button or select all. That way you don't miss any. So this is the, 3rd trip that I've made selling pumpkins to these guys. Now, if you're curious, the color of pumpkins doesn't matter in its worth. A stack of 10 pumpkins is going to be 3,500 bells. So I just have the colors because the colors are pretty. I mean, I'll be honest. And it was around Thanksgiving, and at Thanksgiving there was like recipes if you had different colors of pumpkins. And I tried to give a bunch away during that time, and I was able to give quite a few away, but not enough people, in my opinion, were looking for them. But maybe other people were giving them away too, so maybe that's what's going on. Plus, it was around Thanksgiving, so maybe people are spending time with families. That's totally possible. But here we are, 25 minutes into the video, and I'm picking pumpkins like crazy. And, some people find this kind of thing very therapeutic and relaxing. Listen to the sultry sounds of the pumpkin farmer as he picks his pumpkins. Is that cool? Is that like a jazzy NPR tone? Today we study the pumpkin farmer. We speak to him about his love for the Serengeti. Or, you can't. Never mind. You can't do pumpkins in the Serengeti. That's a desert, isn't it? I'm guessing. I don't know. Can you tell that I host a podcast because I talk incessantly? I'm not like this all the time, really. I mean, my wife says I talk a lot, but I tell her it's in self-defense because she talks a lot. That didn't get me any points, so don't ever say that to your wife. She won't think it's as funny as you think it's funny. All right, we're getting close to the end of the whites here, and I've still got some to clean up. I'm probably going to have a few more trips of pumpkins to grab. Maybe it takes longer than 30 minutes. Jeez. I am definitely going to consider toning the pumpkins back. Hey, look, it's one of those paper, what do they call them? White paper butterflies to my left. Those are worth 1,000 bells to Timmy and Tommy, but Flick's on the island, and I bet you it would sell some more, but I don't have any tools in my pockets anymore. Is that this video? Instead, just pick pumpkins like a pumpkin farming crazy person that I am. Good Lord. When I'm doing this by myself instead of making a video, I actually don't talk. This is actually very zen for me to go through a routine. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it doesn't take much brain power to walk around and just pick up pumpkins and sell them to the raccoons. And again, this isn't for everybody. You don't have to do this, but you're going to see, I mean, I've already got 400,000 bells sitting on the outside of Timmy and Tommy's. I'm not done with these stupid things. It's not required a lot of work from me. Every 2 days I pick them. Every day I either water them or I look for rain or snow. Pockets are full. Go sell. What do I got? I got 500,000 bells already from this. You know this one's going to get me about another 100 and whatever, 139,000. Somebody told me that Timmy and Tommy were based off of the guys on Sandlot, the twins that played baseball. I just realized I missed... How did I miss these? Alright, Josh, slow down. Make sure you select all of the pumpkins here, buddy. Are all of them selected? It looks like it. Okay. Yeah, but somebody told me that Timmy and Tommy, the twins, were based off of the twins on the Sandlot movie, which is pretty cool. I like Sandlot. I thought it was a great movie. The character... Ooh, look, I got another 200,000 to drop. So that's up to 700,000 bells already on the ground. Is that right? Each one of these is 100,000. Is basically 100,000. We're rounding up. Drop. Drop. Yep, that's 700,000 so far. And I'm still picking pumpkins. And honestly, the biggest effort of my time with these things is just picking them. Watering doesn't take that long. It does take watering cans, and I've had people ask me, you're going to spend so much money buying watering cans. Okay, why are you buying watering cans? Why don't you just make them? Your island gives you every resource that you need to make watering cans. If you make a flimsy one, there's a recipe for a sturdy one. If you make a sturdy one, you can at some point unlock the golden watering can if you just keep watering. And you get your 5-star island, then the golden watering can is available to make. Now, you do need gold nuggets to make golden watering cans. And I'm finding it harder and harder to find gold nuggets. And no, don't send me your URL where you're selling me gold nuggets for physical money. I don't want to buy nuggets from you. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to farm them. Because I'm a blue-collar idiot, and I like to work for everything I have. I get more pride out of it. Makes me feel better about myself in the universe. Not necessarily better than anyone, but I don't have to say I owe it all to Dave, and the fact that I sent Dave $20. You know what I mean? I know I have some more over here. Or do I? Is that it? Did I pick them all? I think that's all of them. Okay. So we're at... Oh, missed some. We're right at about 31 minutes on the picking part. Let me go grab these, or throw these in the raccoon's storeroom. And we'll see what's going on with the moolah. What's up, guys? Buy these last bit. Did I select them all? Looks like it. Okay. Buy these for me. 64,000. Check my pockets again. They're empty. All right. And look at my stopwatch. I'm at 27, right at 27 minutes. Let me pick up these bags here, and you can see my total. $7,000. It said 7,500. 759,000. Whatever. So that's a little bit less than 800,000, and it took me 27 minutes. And I don't have to do anything with it anymore. I'll go drop these off in my little account. Go into my whatchamacallit here, the ATM machine. Is that what you call it? I call it the ATM machine because it reminds me of an ATM machine. And you guys can see I've earned money doing this. I mean, ta-da! Deposit 759,150 bells just from picking pumpkins and selling them. And guess what? In 2 days, I'll have that much again. So I'm up to almost 40 million. My buddy Greg has been generous to drop me off. I think he's dropped me off over time about 12 million bells to help me get started in the beginning. And since then, I've just been earning this. I've given away 4 million bells to my nephews to get them started. And I've sold turnips, and I've fished, and I've caught bugs, and I've deep sea dived. I did make a video about deep sea diving, and if you guys look that up on the playlist for Nintendo Switch, you'll see that video. But I spent one day and just dove all day with a wetsuit on and made 1 million bells in a day just by deep sea diving and selling them. So I'm always of the opinion of, if I figure something out, I'm going to share it with you guys, and if you can use it to help you, then great. So that's it. I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, please let me know. If you have any suggestions on how I could do better, let me know. If you've got ideas on how to use OBS software a little better, let me know, because I'm learning how to live stream with this. I did several videos about how I'm using a $20 capture card, not one of those $140 Elgatos. I'm sure the Elgato card does something magical that this doesn't, but whatever. This is only $20. You can find it on Amazon. It's pretty neat. But I've made videos on that, so check those out as well. And I'm going to keep making content. If you guys enjoy it, please let me know. Rate, review, subscribe. Everything helps. Everything helps me know that you guys are paying attention and lets me know you want to see more. So thank you to everybody who's watched. Oh, I see. I just clicked over to my live and I see Rob Van Durst say, hey Rob. Yeah, I'm learning how to do this, guys. This is all new to me. So thank you. And with that being said, I'm going to log off. Have a great day and enjoy pumpkin farming.